You're absolutely certain this was the nurse you saw last night? Superintendent Sven Andersson frowned down at the thin woman sitting at the desk. Her lips were pressed tight shut, and she'd shrunk back into her loose-knit poncho. "Yes, I am." With a resigned sigh, the superintendent turned back into the hallway. Holding a yellowed black-and-white photograph between his right thumb and index finger, he paced the room, pausing deliberately before each window. Finally, he stopped in front of a particular one, checking the view against the photo. The foggy gray February morning had softened the edges of everything outside, but he could tell that the photo had been taken from this very spot. A newly planted birch was barely visible on the left-hand side of the photo. As he peered through the transom window, he found himself looking directly into the crown of a full-grown tree. He walked ponderously back to the woman at her desk. He hesitated, then loudly cleared his throat. "Well, Nurse Siv, you can certainly understand my difficulty here." Her ash-gray face turned toward him. "It was that nurse I saw." "Oh, for—" He swallowed the curse. "The woman in this photo has been dead for 50 years. "I know, but it was her." Chapter 1. The night nurse, Siv Passion, had just stepped into the hallway when the lights went out. The street lamps outside spread a weak glow through the tall windows, but not enough to light up the hall. It appeared that only the hospital had lost power. The nurse stopped short and spoke aloud into the darkness. "My flashlight." Hesitantly, she returned to the nurse's station. With help from the street lamps, she fumbled for the desk chair and sank down into it. She jumped, startled, when the respirator alarm went off in the small intensive care unit. The sound was dampened by the solid double doors that isolated the unit, but the alarm still pierced the silence. From her station, she cast a practiced glance along the hallway and screamed. A dark shadow loomed in the door. "It's only me," came the doctor's exasperated voice.